night, Havoc. It is Marty Feldspar, and we bring back to you another episode of IWA Wrestling. And we bring back the drama, the intense action, and the intense wrestling where we left off with last week. And this week's episode begins with couples therapy between Renny Loco and his ex-girlfriend, Maria Perez, who interfered after he won against Crypto Bro last week. Followed by that will be a singles match, Francisco Sanchez kicking off against failed actor Justin Kennedy. And Kennedy, of course, looking to get a win streak started here. The next match will be an IWA tag team match where the Luda Gang faces off against the Salamanca Twins. The former IWA tag team champions face off against the current IWA tag team champions. And in the next match, the leader of the Luda Gang, Luda, faces off against McCoy in a frat boy fight. Warren Swanson, the IWA champion, faces off in a fair match against Big Russ. Warren Swanson, of course, won the title in nefarious ways, and now he has to pay the piper. And the main event of the evening, the commish will be calling out his son, Tucker Henderson, for the second week in a row. Will the former fraudulent commissioner Tucker Henderson show his face? Only time will tell. And we got Renny Loco with Maria Perez in the middle of the ring. Renny Loco offering a handshake to his ex-girlfriend and moving away and getting slapped in the face. Oh, and he's charging her now. You can't be charging your ex-girlfriend. What the hell is the ref doing? Wait, what's the ref doing? Why the hell has he rung the bell? Maria with a face buster to Renny Loco. Is this a match? The ref has just called a match, and Renny Loco, you can't be doing that. That is a woman. And Renny Loco just attacking his ex-girlfriend and trying to eye poke her. And now Maria Perez trying to end this match quick. I don't even know why the hell the ref has commissioned a match. IWA faces all kinds of lawsuits week in and week out, and now we're gonna have another one on our hands. Renny Loco just attacking his ex-girlfriend. This is absolutely insane. Get him, Maria. And I'm of course rooting for Maria Perez, because why the hell is Renny Loco attacking this woman and he's just drop kicked her in the face? You can't be doing this. And here he goes. A body slam. And I'm not laughing at Maria. I swear I'm not. I'm laughing at the absurdity of this match. Another body toss by Renny Loco. He's just demonstrating how he always tosses her around. And now these two are fighting, and why does he have a baseball bat? You can't be using that. A leg sweep by Renny Loco. A punch, you can't be punching her. Renny Loco again with a body toss. Just kicking Maria Perez in the chest. More chops. Overhand rights. Renny Loco is a man on a mission to embarrass his ex-girlfriend, and he's just dancing in her face right now. Oh, no. Renny Loco, what the hell are you doing? Why are you punching her? They're like, oh my God, a European uppercut to the face of a woman. And a drop kick, but Maria eats it. And now Renny Loco getting clotheslined from his ex-girlfriend. There we go, some fight from Maria Perez. And Renny Loco getting kicked by Maria Perez, but instantly getting up. And now Maria Perez going high and kicking him right in the face. And there we go, Renny Loco now getting his ass whooped. But he just elbowed his ex-girlfriend and drop kicked her right in the face. And now he's up on the top rope. And he's just waiting for his ex-girlfriend. And why are you assaulting this beautiful young lady? And he's just hit her in the head. And Renny Loco kicking her in the forehead. Disrespectful man right here. He just kicked her in the face. Somebody's got to stop this match. This is not what the IWA is all about. A Hurricane Rana. Excellent maneuver, I gotta say. And Renny Loco on the top rope, dropping the fist on Maria Perez. And once again, going high, Renny Loco on the top rope. And Renny Loco with a Mr. Worldwide elbow. And a 1 count, a 2 count, and a 3 count. And this man is just beating his ex-girlfriend in a match I don't even know why the hell they had a match. This is supposed to be couples therapy, goddammit. But Renny Loco, victorious in this impromptu wrestling match against his ex-girlfriend. And this absolute sick bastard celebrating a win here. And look at him, looking very happy with his actions and looking very satisfied with his victory. Renny Loco, victorious on IWA Monday Night Havoc. Don't go anywhere because we have a singles match where Francisco Sanchez faces off against Justin Kennedy. Justin Kennedy, of course, the prima donna failed actor, now turned wrestler, had a feud with his main rival, John Michael Michaels, who has not been seen in a very long time. And Francisco Sanchez making his way to the ring. Francisco Sanchez is also somebody who has not been seen in the IWA for a very long time. Not since 2023, if I remember correctly. And Francisco Sanchez making his return to the IWA after spending a year working in the Bahamas. I don't know why the hell he went to the Bahamas. He told us it was to work at the bars, to stare at ass and titties, and have a good time at the beach. And it looks like he's had enough of that because he's back in the IWA, where he belongs. And Francisco Sanchez, a fan favorite here at the IWA, finally back in the action. And while he's been gone, the IWA has recruited many luchadoras. And here comes the opponent of Francisco Sanchez, Justin Kennedy. And Justin Kennedy, of course, a failed childhood actor, now turned IWA wrestler, has been in the IWA for many years now, and is still looking for his one shot to become an IWA champion. Whether that be a United States champion, whether that be a hardcore champion, whether that be a European champion, Justin Kennedy wants gold, and he has yet to achieve that gold in the way that he wants to. Whether it be because of assholes like John Michael Michaels, or whether it be because of his own self who gets in his own way. Justin Kennedy, a man on a mission, and Francisco Sanchez is standing in the way of that mission. And we're gonna have a classic wrestling match between these two. Justin Kennedy looking to get this year in the IWA kicked off to a good start and impress the commissioner. Because the commissioner, of course, is a fan of Justin Kennedy, as he loves people in show business, as you can certainly tell by the roster we have here. Francisco Sanchez, Justin Kennedy, getting kicked off here with a start of chops. Justin Kennedy breaking the back of Francisco Sanchez and just taunting his opponent. And Francisco Sanchez looks like he's still on the beach because this man's moving like he's drunk. And Justin Kennedy immediately on the top rope, flying down with a frog splash, kicking Francisco Sanchez right in the legs, again in the balls, and now in the chest, in the face. All kinds of kicks by Justin Kennedy, and in the back now, dropping the elbow on Francisco Sanchez. Holy shit, what kind of wrestling is this? This man, Justin Kennedy, is wrestling like his life depends on it, like his rent is due. And now he's just sitting in the corner of the ring like he's waiting for Lola Vice to put her ass in his face. That's not gonna happen here. We don't have the budget for that in the IWA. You might get Luda instead. Haha. And now Justin Kennedy punching Francisco Sanchez right in the face. Kennedy on the second rope, springboard crossbody by Justin Kennedy. Fantastic maneuver. And Justin Kennedy picking up Francisco Sanchez and a chop. And Sanchez getting lifted up by Justin Kennedy, but it's a reversal by Sanchez and a pin. But Kennedy muscling out of it and rolling up Sanchez. A 2 count by the ref. Sanchez with a 1 count. Back and forth pinning. And these two look like a goddamn seesaw. And now Justin Kennedy running around, running outside the ring, running back inside. We've seen this maneuver many times, but the ref gets in his way. And Francisco Sanchez with a big punch right to the face of Justin Kennedy, who bitch slaps the Mexican. And now Francisco Sanchez slapping him right in the face again. And a chop by Francisco Sanchez failed. And now Francisco Sanchez antagonizing Justin Kennedy. And a chop by Sanchez. A punch by Sanchez. Another chop by Sanchez. Sanchez with another chop. And a drop kick to the bad knee of Justin Kennedy. And Francisco Sanchez looking to get up now. A great kip up by Sanchez. And a tremendous springboard backflip off the top rope. It's only a 1 count. Is this guy on roids? And Justin Kennedy doing fantastic to kick out of that immediately. And we've got to do a PEDS test on him. Sanchez missing the springboard attack. Kennedy now punching away at Francisco Sanchez. Sanchez, DDT. A tremendous one at that. And Francisco Sanchez looks like he's back in form now. And Francisco Sanchez with a la bomba. And Francisco Sanchez with his maneuver, his finishing maneuver. And it's not even a 1 count. What the hell's going on here? The lights are out. Some rock music's playing. Who the hell is this? Oh! Turn around, Francisco Sanchez. Turn around. Turn around right now, goddammit. Holy shit. It's Nathan Frost, the IWA Hardcore Champion. Where the hell has he been? And why does he have Francisco Sanchez up for a Frost cut? God damn it. And the ref did not see it. And Justin Kennedy taking advantage and crawling over and going for the pinfall over Francisco Sanchez, who is unable to kick out as Nathan Frost has just delivered the Frost cut right to him. Holy shit, what a return at the IWA. The Hardcore Champion Nathan Frost, longtime enemy of former Commissioner Tucker Henderson, is back in the IWA. And we've got to wonder what the hell his beef is with Francisco Sanchez. Coming up next, it is a tag team match for the IWA Tag Team belts. The Luda Gang facing off against the Salamanca Twins. This match, of course, is a repeat of the IWA Tag Team Champion match we saw last year. And the Salamanca Twins immediately going for some ass whooping to Jay Trigger. And Marco Salamanca immediately going for the pinfall. Unsuccessful. And here's Jay Trigger grabbing Marco Salamanca by the neck, leading him up against the ropes. Irish whip, unsuccessful, and Salamanca with an unsuccessful Irish whip. And Jay Trigger using that athleticism and that big-ass body. And he's just beating the shit out of Salamanca now. And Officer Kevin has a chair in his hand, and the ref is not having any of that. And while the Luda Gang faces off against the Salamanca Twins, do not, and I repeat, do not forget about the market. And I'm talking, of course, about the team led by the Stock Bro and the Realtor. And do not forget their lackeys, Crypto Bro, NFT, and Forex. These 5 assholes have put together their portfolios, put together their assets and their resources to form a coalition of just straight up business in this wrestling company. What a bunch of finance bros have to do with wrestling, I have no idea, but they're here to stay. And Lionel Salamanca dropping the elbow onto SRT, and SRT getting turned around. And look at the bottom of your screen. Look at Officer Kevin going to talk to Marco Salamanca, and Officer Kevin getting lifted up, and Officer Kevin dropping the face of Marco Salamanca right onto the ground and kicking him away. He shut off the body cam, and now he's assaulting Marco Salamanca, and a big clothesline to Marco Salamanca, and the referee, she's just evicted Officer Kevin from the match. She just told the officer to get the hell out of here. And Officer Kevin has just been ejected from the match. Evicted, ejected, kicked out, red carded, whatever you want to say. He can't be here no more. And now it's a fair match as Jay Trigger lifts up Marco Salamanca. And a big body toss to the Salamanca twin. Excuse me, that was Lionel. I'll tell you what, these Salamancas, they look just like each other. And that's what twins do, I suppose. And Jay Trigger now, looking at his opponent. Tagging in SRT. SRT running over to the Salamanca twin. Lionel Salamanca getting picked up by the fierce drag racer. And now SRT getting punched in the beak by Lionel Salamanca, and Lionel Salamanca taking him down with an STO. Going for the quick pin. The ref slow to the count. That's gonna piss them off. Lionel Salamanca with a big boot attempt missed. Ooh, it's a big uppercut to the gut. But SRT has abs of steel. And an Irish whip to Lionel Salamanca, tagging in Jay Trigger. SRT, Jay Trigger kicking Lionel Salamanca right in the face. And now SRT going up, dropping the leg with some help by Jay Trigger. SRT waiting now on the outside of the ring. And SRT's got some ideas, some bright ideas. He's just entered the ring now. He's got punched by Lionel Salamanca. The ref is trying to get a hold of this man. And SRT on the second rope, dropping the fist on nobody. And SRT just rolling out of the ring. Jay Trigger taunting the crowd. He does not realize that Marco Salamanca is now in the ring. Jay Trigger using that reach. He's got down the long arms from his basketball career. And now he's handling both Salamanca twins. This badass right here. He fears nobody. And he's just dragging Marco Salamanca wherever he wants him, like he's Hamza Chimaev. Oh, and a big elbow by Marco Salamanca as he goes to the corner. Just kidding. He's picking up Jay Trigger. Big power slam, a cartel slam by Marco Salamanca. Jay Trigger leaning against the ropes. Body check to Lionel Salamanca. SRT a little pissed that he waited so long for the tag. Lionel going for the pin. Lionel Salamanca with a 1 count, a 2 count. Jay Trigger kicking out before the 2. Fierce competition between these two teams. Lionel Salamanca with a cartel clutch on Jay Trigger. Jay Trigger doing well to get out of it. And now Irish whip. Dropping down, going up high. He's got all types of athleticism and he's just pressed him. Holy shit, he's pressing him. Power slam. Jay Trigger with a tremendous power slam to the Salamanca twin. Oh, and a big right hand. Left hand, rights by Jay Trigger. And now Salamanca returning rights and lefts of his own. A hot tag by Jay Trigger. SRT with a big drop kick. And now he's dropping the fist on Lionel Salamanca. He just speared Marco Salamanca. SRT looking like a madman. SRT with an attack to the referee. And now I know what this slimy man is gonna do. He's gonna go and grab a baseball bat. And he's gonna beat the shit out of the Salamanca twin with that bat, but he's unable to. SRT reversing the attack. And SRT going for a pinfall, but the ref slow to the count. And now Marco Salamanca turning the tide. SRT, Marco, or Lionel, whoever the hell that is. That's Lionel. Lionel going for the choke slam. SRT with a drop kick to the knee. The same knee that Hank Schrader ran over. Oh, and Jay Trigger getting speared by his own man. Friendly fire. SRT attacking the ref, but missing as the ref dove out the way and he's just hit Jay Trigger again. SRT trying to attack the ref, missing his attack. Hitting his own teammate, and now Lionel Salamanca beating the shit out of Jay Trigger. SRT stopping the attack. SRT kicking away at Salamanca. The ref counting out on the ring. The fight continues. These two men duking it out ringside. And Salamanca with a cartel power bomb to SRT. Sayonara. Jay Trigger's there to save SRT, the ref had a 7 count. SRT with a thunderous DDT to the Salamanca twin. And SRT grabbing Lionel Salamanca, throwing him towards the turnbuckle, and he's running to the ring, and they're gonna win via countout. Oh, that's classic wrestling right there. Luda Gang winning without even having to pin the Salamanca twins. And they remain the IWA Tag Team Champions via countout. And say what you will about winning by countout, they're still the IWA Champions, and there ain't shit we can do about it. And heading into the next match, it's a frat boy fight between Luda and McCoy. Now the caveat to this match is that only one of these men is an actual frat boy, and that's McCoy. The only reason Luda wants to fight this man is because McCoy's been keeping him up all night with his frat boy parties. I'm talking loud music, drunk college students, belligerent drinking, and it just so happens that one of these frat members hit the car of Luda, and none of them ever claimed responsibility. So what did Luda decide to do? Take his anger out on the only frat boy who happens to be a registered IWA superstar, and that is none other than McCoy. Luda looking to whoop some serious ass here tonight as he makes his grand entrance. The IWA Light Heavyweight Champion in all his glory. A fierce competitor here in the IWA, and I'll tell you what, you do not want to be on the other end of that stink face, because if he puts ass to face, sayonara. This man, rumor has it, he shits once per 4 days. And McCoy is making his way down to the ring now. McCoy, of course, the frat boy representing Alpha Sigma Alpha. 2 alphas and a sigma. And McCoy making his way proudly to the ring. He's feeling like the man. I can't blame him, he looks like $1 million. And look at how he just enters the ring, ready to compete. But I do not think for 1 second that this man knows what he's up against. Luda is one of the most fierce competitors in the IWA. And I'll tell it again, if you end up with your face to his ass, forget about it. 1 shit every 4 days is what Luda takes. And those shits are toxic. And McCoy and Luda immediately exchanging big punches, back and forth action, back and forth punches. And Luda with an overhand, and McCoy just egging Luda on. And McCoy getting drop kicked by Luda, and Luda taunting his man. And Luda just hammering away at the back of McCoy, beating his ass. And Luda immediately exiting the ring. What's he got in store for us? What is he reaching for? Luda grabbing a basketball. I didn't take him for much of a hooper. And Luda's got the cone. And he just gets kicked by McCoy. But a kip up by Luda and a big knee to the back. Ooh, and Luda striking away with that traffic cone. More hits with the cone by Luda. Luda's going absolutely rampant with that traffic cone. And McCoy now showing some fight, but Luda with a hip toss. And Luda grabbing that traffic cone. And Luda exiting the ring now. Taunting McCoy with that cone. Striking McCoy, but missing. And McCoy charging Luda, but getting bitch slapped right in the face with that traffic cone. And Luda hitting McCoy. And another crossbody attack by Luda. Grabbing the cone, striking down on McCoy. And Luda just taunting his man once again. Another hit with the traffic cone. And Luda taunting his opponent one more time. Hitting him, hoisting him up. And Luda dropping McCoy ass first onto the traffic cone. And he's just quite literally shoved that traffic cone right up his ass like he told him he would. And Luda just throwing the trash lid at McCoy. picking up a table, hitting McCoy with the table. And now he's gonna set that table up. And Luda grabbing McCoy, kicking him in the gut, hoisting him up, walking towards the table, and dropping him face first onto the ground instead. And Luda is gonna set up that table once more. And you can tell he's determined to put McCoy through that table. Luda throwing McCoy down, picking him up, grabbing him, throwing him down to the ground. Big elbow by Luda, grabbing McCoy. Luda now picking McCoy up, taking him towards the table, dropping him face first down to the ground once again. Insult to injury by Luda. And Luda now picking up the table, hitting McCoy with the table, setting up the table, grabbing the frat boy, picking him up. Big Samoan drop by Luda. Luda now throwing McCoy down to the ground, picking him up, manhandling him, showing him who's boss. McCoy trying to Irish whip Luda. And now, back and forth action. Luda with some elbows to McCoy, hitting McCoy once more. Luda grabbing McCoy, picking him up for a big suplex. Luda dropping a suplex on McCoy. The frat boy wishes he was out in his front yard chugging beers, but instead he's getting his ass whooped by a big Luda. And Luda dropping him down to the ground once again. Luda grabbing McCoy, kicking him in the gut, hoisting him up. And now, Luda walking towards the table, face first through the table. And this frat boy getting his ass whooped every which way possible. And Luda throwing that frat boy's sorry ass back into the ring. What the hell is going on here? That is the music of Captain Extremo. But I don't see Captain Extremo. Oh shit, there he is. Turn around, Luda, turn around. Captain Extremo is behind Luda. And Luda catches the attack. Tremendous. And brings down Captain Extremo. And Luda grabbing the basketball, throwing it at McCoy. Luda grabbing McCoy, throwing him towards the corner. And he's looking to line him up as he just sets him upside down, hanging by the turnbuckle, and McCoy with a kick. Luda throwing McCoy towards the corner. Big punch. Another big punch. Third big punch. Luda picking McCoy up, grabbing him, throwing him towards the turnbuckle. Another big punch by Luda. Luda beating the absolute shit out of McCoy. Another punch by Luda as he puts McCoy into the corner once again. You know what he's lining up for. But McCoy's fighting for his life. He does not want that ass on his face. And McCoy with the darting drop. But Luda kipping up. And McCoy getting sent down to the canvas by Luda. Luda grabbing McCoy, picking him up. Irish whip towards the corner of the ring. And Luda with a big punch. Another big punch and a third big punch and a big combination by Luda. And McCoy is down in the spot where you do not want to be against this man. And Luda's clapping his ass. And he's putting that ass in his face. And Luda is giving McCoy the stink face of all stink faces. He has not shit in 4 days. And he's got the pinfall waiting for him, but he's opting to get the basketball and display some skills and some fundamentals. Now Luda, I didn't take him for much of a hooper, but he's got the skills to pay the bills. And Luda with a dunk on McCoy. And Luda's just dunked on McCoy in front of all of these IWA fans. And he's gonna go for the pinfall. 1, 2, 3, forget about it, McCoy. He tried to fight the IWA light heavyweight champion, and it failed miserably. You got ass in your face, and you got dunked on, son. And Luda remains victorious in the IWA. And this man has certainly come to play here at the IWA. And now we have the main event of the evening. Warren Swanson facing off against Big Russ. Mano a mano. Fair match. Disqualifications are on. And Warren Swanson has to face off against Big Russ in a fair one. And this sack of shit, of course. He used the help of the former commissioner Tucker Henderson to win that belt off Big Russ. I think this guy's a fraud, and I think he's gonna get exposed tonight as he makes his way down to the ring. And look at him walking around like he's some sort of champion, and he knows he's an absolute fraud. And how many times do I gotta say it? This guy thinks he's gonna turn this IWA into a logistics company. I think not. And Warren Swanson has just gotten attacked by Big Russ. Holy shit, Big Russ. Continuing the sneak attacks on Warren Swanson. Last week, a choke slam. This week, a thunderous punch. And now he's attacking Warren Swanson with a steel chair before the match has commenced. And remember, it's a DQ match. But the match has not begun, so Big Russ is free to use that steel chair and beat the shit out of Warren Swanson. And that's exactly what he's gonna do here. He's just whooping on Warren Swanson's ass. Warren Swanson, helpless, throwing Big Russ towards the steel steps, and now turning the tide in his favor. Big Russ hoisting Warren Swanson up, dropping him right down face first on the steel steps. Holy shit. And Big Russ is getting pulled in by the crowd. What the hell's happening here? Warren Swanson has paid the crowd to pull in Big Russ, and now Big Russ is looking around for who the hell has just pulled him into the crowd. Big Russ, do not lay a hand on these IWA fans. Big Russ hopping the fence, getting back over, dropping the elbow on Warren Swanson. Holy shit. And Big Russ was just about to whoop some IWA fans' ass. But luckily for that fan, Big Russ did not know who it was that pulled him over the barricade. And Big Russ now whooping Warren Swanson's ass as the match has finally begun. A big right hand. And Big Russ waiting for Warren Swanson to get up. And Warren Swanson on his feet. Big Russ is stripping him down. And now Warren Swanson in his wrestling attire. How the hell he's just switched shoes, I have no idea. And Big Russ with a guillotine to Warren Swanson. And it's effective as hell. Warren Swanson does not know how to cope. He just picked Big Russ up though. Big Russ in and out the ring, missing his right hand attack on Warren Swanson. And now he's hammering away at Warren Swanson, punching him in the abdomen, kicking him in the face. And a bitch slap by Big Russ. And Big Russ on the top rope, dropping the fist down on Warren Swanson. And Big Russ now with an uppercut. Another uppercut. A third uppercut attempt failed. And Warren Swanson with a roll-up. But Big Russ privy to that, kicking out, and a high kick by Big Russ. And Big Russ now with a ground and pound to Warren Swanson. How long has he waited to do this? And now Big Russ turning the match in his favor, trying to hit the ref. Unable to. Punching Warren Swanson with a big right hand. And he's just running around the ring. A big boot to Warren Swanson sends him over the top rope. And Big Russ, 450 pounds of meat, coming crashing down onto Warren Swanson. Warren Swanson getting thrown by Big Russ, as he should. Big Russ getting counted out. He's on the top rope again, 450 pounds of meat onto Warren Swanson with an elbow. Holy shit, Big Russ came here to play. And he's lining up for the spear. Warren Swanson, get the hell out of Dodge. Big spear by Big Russ. And he goes for the 1 count, 2 count, 3 count. Warren Swanson unable to kick out. Big Russ victorious over the IWA champion. What does it all mean? He did attack him with a steel chair before the match started, so it's not even a fair one. Big Russ is sick of shooting fair ones with Warren Swanson, and he means business now as he looks to take his IWA champion back from Warren Swanson. Now this certainly puts Big Russ in the #1 contender spot, but remember, he still has to compete and win the 20-man battle royal to claim that #1 contender spot officially. And ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere because the commish is gonna call out the former commissioner, aka his son, Tucker Henderson, right now. And the commission making his way down to the ring. Last week, he called out his son, Tucker Henderson, told him to bring that sweet ass out here. And look at him, he's got his strut back. The great commissioner is back in the IWA, and he's back better than ever. And he's looking to call out Tucker Henderson. And I'm glad the commissioner's back here in the IWA. I love the commissioner, so holy shit! That's Tucker Henderson! That's Tucker Henderson! The commissioner's son is here in the IWA arena for the first time since he ran. And he's just beating the shit out of the commissioner. Holy shit, what the hell is this, Tucker Henderson? Get him the hell out of here. He's not supposed to be in here. What is he doing in the goddamn IWA building? And why is nobody stopping this fraud? He's just beating the shit out of the commissioner, kicking away at the commissioner. Commissioner with a great right hand. And a big chop. There you go, commish. Beat his ass. Whoop his ass, commish. Tucker Henderson kicking away at the commish. And he's kicking away at his dad. This piece of shit. Punching and beating his own father's ass. And Tucker Henderson, that slimy piece of shit, reaching under the ring. And why the hell is nobody stopping this? I would stop it, but Marty has not competed in the IWA in many, many years. And I'll tell you what, I don't plan on competing anytime soon. But Tucker Henderson is just beating the absolute shit out of the commissioner with that steel chair. Make it stop. Please. I can't watch this anymore. And the commish showing some fight, but Tucker Henderson with some big elbows and a big kick, more kicks, and now a big knee to the jaw of the commissioner and a big right hand. And the commissioner is out for the count. And why the hell is he grabbing that steel chair? Another big chair shot by the commissioner's son. And Tucker Henderson is just walking out of the arena as he's just assaulted his own father.